Attorney Gang. Good morning. Yeah, I think it's. Attorney Lockhart, good morning.
Good morning, Judge. It's a pleasure. I think this is the first time I've been in front of you, the practicing lawyer. I'm standing in for Attorney Frederick Coleman on file ending 878.
All right, is that file ready to go? I would hate to delay this matter any further. Is Demisha Latham here? Latham? Do you recall if she was at the previous hearing, counsel?
Judge, I can possibly expedite this. A conditional dismissal was submitted. Move out date of May 15.
All right, was 4B or 4A checked?
Please repeat, Judge.
Do you know if 4A or 4B was checked on the CD?
That is a 4A dismissal.
Okay, May 15th is the move out date?
This is, pardon me, Judge, one moment.
Judge Sabree.
Good morning.
That's going to be Attorney Hogan. We're going to do a BN7. It's going to be May 15th.
Wait, can you repeat that? It was the audio was going out, Attorney Coleman.
It's going to be a CD with 4B and 7 check, a move out date of 5/15 or pay or vacate by 5/15/2023. Attorney Hogan, who is supervised by Attorney Marie Raymond, is going to be submitting that to me, and we're going to get it into the court.
Okay, thank you. Do you have a redemption amount?
The redemption amount is $4,657. Of that, $157 is court cost.
Okay, all right, thank you, counsel. And the court will enter this conditional dismissal. And this will conclude this matter. Thank you. Thank you, counsel.
Thanks, Judge. I just happened to be walking by and filled in.
I didn't really hear what you said, but I smiled.
Take care, Your Honor.
You too. Good morning, Attorney again.
Good morning, Your Honor.
You're here on 686 this morning, correct?
Correct. I just got a chat message from Attorney Santiago, and I think we're going to try to work something out in the next few minutes here, hopefully.
Okay, all right. I'll stand by.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Steve, do you want to go into a breakout room? I will send you an invite.
Absolutely. I'm sending you a ledger right now, too.
Thank you. Good morning, Judge.
Good morning, Mrs. Santiago. There's an iPhone with a hand up. Good morning.
Good morning. Do you hear me?
Loud and clear.
My name is Demisha Lathan, and I had court on Friday, and we attended, and they told me to come back around this time today.
And we just called your case. I believe that there was a conditional dismissal entered on your behalf. The court received it. do you recall that conditional dismissal?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, the court, I just called that case, maybe about 5 minutes ago.
Okay, yeah, I think I heard the ending of it. I just wasn't sure if that was me.
And I apologize for any confusion on that.
Okay.
So you're actually free to leave. Do you understand the terms of your conditional dismissal?
Yes.
Okay, well, make sure you stick to those terms and you shouldn't see me again.
Okay.
All right, so.
All right. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Ms. Heron?
Yes.
It looks like Attorney Santiago is your counsel as well. And I see Mr. Lavasser is here. So I'm assuming once Mr. Santiago is done with talking again, it'll be time for him to have a conversation with you, and then we'll call your matter once those attorneys have talked. So,
Okay.
You're at 901. I see you're here. All sides are here, so just sit tight, stand by, and don't tune out.
Okay.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello. Can you please state your name for the record?
Robert Weaver.
Robert Weaver. Okay. Is Mr. Santiago aware that you're here?
No.
All right. Well, the attorneys are talking in the breakout room regarding your case.
Okay.
So when they get back, I'll let Mr. Santiago know that you're here, and we'll call your case. You're a 901 case, correct? Looks like you're scheduled for 9 o'clock or 9:01. So.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you for checking in, Mr. Weaver.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Stacy Simon.
Says Stacy Sherman.
Simon, Simon.
Okay, and what time are you scheduled for court?
9 o'clock.
All right, I have one. Is it 9 o'clock or 9:01?
9 o'clock, sir.
Okay. My only 9 o'clock case was Gerald Calhoun's. So it's my assumption that you're supposed to be in Judge Jacquet's courtroom. That's 538. I can help you. I can direct you to that courtroom if you need.
Okay, please.
All right. Do you have a Zoom code that led you here, or did you access it online?
I accessed it on off the paper, online, I guess.
So you typed in a Zoom code?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The Zoom code for Jacquet's courtroom is 360-538-0000. This one is 360. What'd you say?
Can you give it to me? Can you give it to me once again, please?
Sure. 538. So you're gonna take that middle batch of numbers. The 360 stays the same, and then you go 538 instead of 436. And then you 0000 stays the same as well. So it'll be 360 538 0000.
360-538-000. That's correct.
Add one more zero. 4 zeros at
Oh,
the end. Yep.
40.
4 zeros at the end, just like the last code.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Good luck.
Thank you.
Attorney again. Attorney Santiago. You all look ready.
Yes, Judge.
All right, that's great. On your matter. And Mr. Weaver is here as well.
Actually, can I go into a breakout room with him just really quickly to let him know what's going on, Judge?
Absolutely.
Thank you. Mr. Weaver, I am going to invite you to a breakout room. Please, when you see it, hit it, okay?
Okay.
There are 2 686s.
Hello, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Good morning. My name is Paul Francis. I'm getting a join breakout room. Is that for me to join room 5?
That was from me, Mr. Francis.
Okay.
Did you want to speak to an attorney or?
No.
Okay, then you don't need to join. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay, I see you scheduled for 10 a.m.
Yes, sir.
All right, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
And if anyone has a dismissal or conditional dismissal, feel free to chime in. We'll get that processed and get you out of here.
Thanks, Judge. Whenever you're ready.
I am ready. This is 3686, correct?
If you give me a moment, let me double check.
That is correct, Your Honor.
Judge.
Okay. Calling case number 22393686. This is Young Manor Detroit LD versus Robert Weaver and all occupants.
May it please the Honorable Court, Steve Gann, P 7H219, appearing for the plaintiff.
Good morning, Your Honor. Robert Santiago, Michigan Legal Services, P 57157, on behalf of the tenant Robert Weaver, who is present.
Good morning, parties. And Mr. Weaver, can you state your name for the record?
Robert Weaver.
And good morning. Have parties been able to work out a resolution?
Yes, Judge. If I may, we are going to enter a CD. The CD amount to pay or stay is going to be $1,338 plus $73 more in court costs. And it's going to be 45 days to pay or vacate. And it's going to be under 4A.
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right, and for the record, a judgment was entered on February 3rd, 2023. This is a default judgment with a move-out date of February 21st. Also, a motion to set aside the default and notice of hearing was filed and received from the court. Looks like it wasn't granted. However, the court, if it wasn't granted previously, because it doesn't appear to be signed, the court will grant that motion to set aside the default judgment. I'm going to X out the application order of eviction that was also received by the court, and the court will enter the conditional dismissal consistent with the terms as presented today by counsel.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
You are welcome. You're welcome. Thank you all. Good to see you, Attorney Gann and Attorney Santiago. And this concludes this matter. Mr. Weaver. Mr. Weaver.
Yes.
You're the star of the show. Do you understand what's going on?
Yes, I do.
All right. Okay. And does Mr. Santiago have consent to sign your name on any documentation?
Yes.
Well, on the conditional dismissal documentation?
Yes.
All right. Okay. The court is satisfied. The court will enter this conditional dismissal if we haven't already, and you all are free to leave. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Your Honor. Thanks.
Take care, Steve.
Good luck, Mr. Weaver.
Thank you.
And Mr. Santiago, Mr. Randy Lavasser is here as well, as you may be aware.
Yes, if I'm going to send him an invite to a breakout room.
All right.
Thank you, Judge.
Sure. Hello, Ms. Johnson.
Hi,
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Fantastic. Are you in the right courtroom?
Yes,
Okay. What time is your case scheduled?
9:31 a.m. Wait, no, I am not. I got the wrong.
9:31 sounds like my courtroom, but go ahead.
Yeah, I have the right courtroom, but the wrong date. It's for 4:10, I believe, but I want to check and make sure because they gave me a date of 4/3 at first.
Okay. Because 9:31 is definitely an adjourned court date. I remember your name as well, so. But I don't have you on the docket for today.
Okay.
So most likely it's next Monday.
Okay, thank you.
You want to verify before you go?
Yes,
Oh, sure, Judge. You have your case number?
yes, it's 22394344.
2394344. Say that one more time, Judge. 22394344. Renee Johnson.
Yes.
Renee. Okay, I see you did you had a March 3rd date, then a April 10th date.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'll see you back next Monday,
Okay.
9:30.
Okay, thank you.
Well, take care.
How you doing today, Your Honor?
Good, doing well. How are you doing, iPhone?
I'm doing great. I'm just in the hospital at the moment.
All right. Hope you're improving in the hospital.
Yeah, I had a heart attack and fell down while having a heart attack and broke my collarbone.
Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear
I'm just glad it.
that. And you fell down and broke your collarbone as a result of the heart attack?
Yes, sir.
All right, so how's your collarbone?
It's broken. They say it take 8 to 12 weeks to heal.
You gotta put it, you have
Yep.
to, all right.
Yep, the whole sling on me.
Take your time. Take your time recovering. That's it.
Yes, sir.
What time is your case scheduled?
9:30, sir.
All right, I have what's your name?
Terrence Piggy.
Okay. Okay, you with Cynthia Piggy.
Yes, sir.
All right, and is Michael Lomax here?
Yes, sir, I am.
All right, did you all have an opportunity to talk?
No, because at the time it was supposed to happen, I had my heart attack and went into the hospital.
Okay. All right, I have a practical approach here. Let's see. You all want to just call each other? Have a conversation? Like if you all, I just want you to understand. Would you say, Mr. Lomax?
I didn't understand what you said. Yeah, ask the question.
We're all digital, right? So in an ordinary courtroom, you all would be here. I would look at you all and say, hey, step outside in the hallway, see if you can have a conversation, come back in, I'll call your case. We're all on Zoom, and Mr. Lomax, you're calling in. So I can assign you all to a breakout room where you can talk. We can give that a shot. But if not, I mean, you may just want to give each other a phone call. But I'll start with the breakout room. I just don't know how it works for the telephones. I mean, it's possible. I'll invite both of you all to room 7. All right, Mr. Piggy, join room 7. You all should be able to have a private conversation. I think it's automatic with the dial-ins. Oh, yeah. Okay. Makes sense. 9:31 here. It's good, everybody's here. Then we have the notice issue anymore.
Judge, I have a Richard Clay on the line, and
Judge, Mr. Lavasser and I are ready for our case whenever you're able.
All right. Is this 929, Council?
Yes.
All right. Calling case number 2239-4929. This is Detroit Homes Property Management versus Sharday Heron and all occupants. May I have appearances?
Good morning, Your Honor. Randy Levasseur, P41712, appearing on behalf of the plaintiff.
Good morning, Your Honor. Robert Santiago, Michigan Legal Services, P57157, on behalf of the tenant Sharday Heron, who is present. Ms. Heron, could you please state your name for the record?
Sharday Heron.
And good morning, Ms. Heron, counsel.
Your Honor, we've agreed to enter into a conditional dismissal that provides that $282 plus $155 for a total of $437 will be paid on or before April 30th, 2023, or the defendant would vacate by that date.
That is correct, Judge.
All right, looks like we're working with some reasonable amounts here. Court will enter this conditional dismissal. Ms. Heron, does Mr. Santiago have permission and consent to sign your name on the documents related to this conditional dismissal?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Is this a 4A or 4B?
I have it as 4A, Judge, in the proposed CD.
That's fine.
All right, and you're at the finish line, Ms. Heron, so good luck. Take care of this balance before April 30th, 2023, and this matter will be dismissed. You all have a great day.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Judge.
You do the same.
Thanks,
Thank
Randy.
you.
I don't think we're done, Mr. Levasseur. So, but
I got more at 10 o'clock.
I still want you to have a great day as well.
Thank you, and thank you, Robert.
Thanks, Randy. Take care, Ms. Heron. You're free to leave, correct, Judge?
Yes, you are free to leave, and Mr. Santiago, I see you had that bike in your picture. It's about 60 degrees today. I think we're having one day.
Hopefully,
So
I will get out this evening, Judge. So thank you.
hopefully you can get out there. Are you done in my courtroom, Mr. Santiago?
No, I'm here also as House Counsel. So
Okay.
for any cases that need it. Thanks, Judge.
All right. Well, iPhone?
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
How you doing? What case are you on,
Huh?
ma'am? What case?
I'm sorry, I can't.
all right.
Hello.
Oh, yes. All right. Red hair. Don't chime in yet. Just sit tight. Stay on mute because they have a call in. I think she's calling from an iPhone. So, phone number ending in 2317. What's your name?
Karen Welch.
Karen Welch. And are you scheduled today with Judge Sabree?
Says Judge Sean Jacku.
Yeah, Sean J.K.
Yes.
Or Jock. I think it's J.K.
Sean. Yes.
But for sure, Judge Sean J.
Yes.
He's in courtroom 538. So did you enter a Zoom code to get here?
Yes, I tried. I told my attorney I tried to do it, and I'm not used to this. And I went on my phone to try and get in, but some reason it's not letting me in. I'm trying everything I can.
All right. So we're gonna start with making sure you have the right code. 360. Are you with me?
360.
538.
538.
0000.
0000.
That'll get you okay, right? And that's what you need to type in at the prompt instead of the Zoom code he was in this courtroom, so you're working off an old Zoom code. I just gave you the new Zoom code. Do whatever you just did here, but when you're prompted to enter the code, enter that new code, okay?
Okay, and then I'm trying to work on getting the volume on because last time I didn't have the volume on. I got on, but I didn't get the volume. I told him I don't know nothing about no Zoom.
Well, you sound like you have volume. You sound like you have. So this is what it is. Well, you have the Zoom call number, correct?
Huh?
You called in the Zoom, right?
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm going to remove you. I want you to call in again, and when you call in, enter the new code that I gave you. All right?
Okay, 360-538-0000.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let me try. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Good luck.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
All right. iPhone with the red hair. Good morning. I don't know your name. I would call you by your name if I knew it, but there are a lot of iPhones on here. So, what's your name? Good morning.
Valentina Wells.
Valentina Wells. And what time are you scheduled for court this morning?
10 a.m.
All right. So you may. It looks like you're probably in here. Are you listed as an all occupant?
Yes.
All right. What's your case number?
233-436-85.
43685. I see you on the docket. You're with attorney Randy Levasseur.
Yes.
There's legal counsel here. If you would like to speak to legal counsel, if you prefer not to, Mr. Levasseur can speak to you. It's up to you. They're here to assist you with your evictions if you choose to use their assistance. So either way, we're going to eventually call your case, and your counsel or you will end up talking to plaintiff's counsel. So it's really up to you. Do you want to speak to an attorney or do you want to speak directly to the plaintiff's counsel?
I'll speak directly.
All right, and in the event you feel like you need to speak to counsel, just let Mr. Levasseur know, and he he knows what to do. He'll direct you if you have any questions.
Your Honor, I did not catch this person's name.
What is your name, ma'am?
Valentina Wells.
Valentina Wells. She is 6'8".
Valentina Wells, thank you.
Oh, well. All right,
Judge,
so.
Excuse me. I believe Ms. Wells is represented by Ben Christensen from our office. He was here earlier. Let me see if I can track him down.
All right. Ms. Wells, you have counsel and you're not aware that you have counsel?
Yes, I'm sorry. I've been talking to him. I'm just not like used to court and everything. Like I never went through this before. So, you know, I've been talking to Ben.
Okay. All right, so sit tight. I don't want you talking to Mr. Lavasser if you have Mr. Christensen, but in any case, we'll get situated and call your case. So
Okay.
all right, we have you checked in though.
Thanks,
Okay.
Judge.
You're welcome. Thank you, everybody.
Hello.
Hello, 5889. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Fantastic. What case are you on, ma'am?
The number at the top of the original paperwork is 233-436-43679.
43679. So is Paul Francis your landlord?
No, I'm Miss Robinson.
Hey, I didn't hear what you said.
I said no, I'm not Mr. Francis. I'm Miss Robinson.
Okay. Jasmine Nadine Robinson?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Mr. Francis. Let's see. I'll put you in a breakout room with Miss Robinson. Miss Robinson, are you represented by counsel?
I don't know. They have put me in a breakout room the first time, but I haven't talked to them since then.
All right, well, okay. I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with Paul Francis, your landlord, and let's see if you all can work something out. I want to invite you to room 6.
Judge,
Yes, sir, Mr. Santiago.
thank you. I believe Ms. Robinson, we did an intake for her, but no one was able to speak to her the last time. I don't know if she disconnected or something happened, but
I just put her in room 6. Maybe you can pop in room 6 and work a deal.
Okay, I will try that. Thanks, Judge.
And they're both unrepresented, so
Okay.
you may provide some guidance.
Okay, thanks, Judge.
Well, and good morning, Mr. Christensen.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Wait.
So.
Good morning, Mr. Corey.
Good morning, Your Honor.
How have you checked in? iPhone, I have an iPhone. I have two iPhones. iPhone with the hat to the back. Good morning.
Good morning to
Good
you, sir.
morning, Tamara Ward checking in.
All right, Shamar Ward. I'm pretty sure. Good morning. Good morning, Ms. Ward. iPhone with the hat to the back.
Yes, sir. My name is Taiwan Burdine.
And what case, good morning. What case are you on?
You pull out this paper. I'm on, my case number is 233-43683.
43683. Okay. You're listed as all occupants, but what's your name?
Taiwan, TYJ, UAN, Burdine, BURDINE.
All right, Mr. Burdine. We'll check you in. You are, the plaintiff's counsel is Mr. Lavasser, Randy Lavasser. He's here. You see his picture up on the Zoom.
I can see him, Your Honor, if he wants to see counsel first.
All right. Do you want to see counsel first, Mr. Burdine?
Please.
Your Honor, which
right.
file is he on?
Hold on 1 second. 1 second. He's on 683. He's the all occupant listed at 3683.
Yeah, and thank you. And what is his name again?
Taiwan Burdine.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. And Attorney Phillips, let's see. Okay, you still have breakout privileges, so I'll let you, you may get an invite, Mr. Burdine, to a breakout room. Good morning, Attorney
Yes, sir.
Phillips.
Just accept it when I send it, please.
Hello?
Good morning. Can you state your name for the record?
Anita Johnson.
All right, what's your case number?
I'm gonna find it one quick. It's 233-40431.
And what judge is listed on your paperwork?
Sean K. I don't know, JQ.
All right, yeah, GK. All right, so
GK.
yeah, I'm Judge Adam Sabree, and he used to be in this courtroom. So do you have an ink pen, because I'm going to direct you to this courtroom?
Okay.
The Zoom code is 360-538-00. 0. You're in
Okay.
36436. So just switch that out and you'll end up in the right place.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome. Good luck. Good morning, Mr. Bajani. Shamara Ward is here, and it looks like Heather Washington. Good morning, Miss Washington. She's representing Miss Ward, so.
Sure. Good morning, Your Honor. Ms. Washington, did you want to speak in a breakout room or do you want the case to be called?
Can we speak just briefly?
Sure. You can place me in a room if you have privileges.
I don't.
I'll put you on. I'll get you all in the room.
Okay, thank you.
Room 4. Mr. Francis.
Yes, Your Honor. We were having a conversation and I don't think that's gonna work out. So I advise her to speak to a lawyer and and let's just take this to your bench and let's argue our difference of opinion and see what the court has to say.
Okay, and it looks like, let's see if Mr. Santiago, are you retaining?
Judge, when I went into the breakout room, Miss Robinson seemed to have indicated that she was trying to work things out with Mr. Francis and didn't need to speak to me. But if she would like to speak to me, I can certainly go out into a breakout room and talk to her.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't know how to get out of the break room off the phone, so I just hung up and redialed in.
Okay. Are you seeking legal counsel, ma'am?
Yes.
Is this Miss Robinson?
This is Miss Robinson, yes.
Okay, I'm going to invite you to a breakout room. Please go in there and I will meet you in there. Give me a moment, okay?
Okay.
And Mr. Francis,
Judge?
when they get out of the breakout room, you and Mr. Santiago can have a conversation. And then
Okay, thank you very much.
Ms. Robinson.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Your Honor, can I get a brief breakout room with Miss Ward, Shamara Ward?
Absolutely. Room 8. Let's see. Tyra Gaines, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. What time is your case scheduled?
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock, and may I have your case number?
It is 233-43690.
It's Harlock Holdings?
Yes.
All right. And that's your name, Tyra Gaines, correct?
Yes.
Right. Do you want to speak to legal counsel?
No.
Okay. Attorney Levasseur.
Excuse me?
Attorney Levasseur is present. He's the attorney for the plaintiff, Harlock Holdings. I'm going to put you all in a breakout room so you can talk. Since we're not in person, I want you all to have a conversation. It's a possibility that you all will come up with a resolution that's more favorable than my resolution. So I encourage you all to talk, and if you figure something out, you figure something out. If not, we'll still hear the case. I'll still hear the case and hear both sides. So I'm going to invite breakout room number 11 with Mr. Levasseur.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Well, I can put you in, yeah, breakout room 11. That's fine. You're welcome. Is Roy Dean here? Is Perez Morales here?
I know somebody might
Who is phone number 656-8458?
This is me, Portia Brown.
I'll call you right back. Portia, you call you right back.
Hello?
Okay. I hear you. Good morning.
Good morning.
I have you scheduled for 10 o'clock.
Yes.
All right, Ms. Brown, I see you're the plaintiff. Let's see, who is, see if anyone is here for their property. Does anyone reside on Bringard? 15219 Bringard.
Hello?
What did it take so long for?
Yes, this is me.
I know, Ms. Brown.
Okay.
I call defaults an hour after the case is scheduled. So it's 10:10. We have 50 minutes until defendant may or may not show up. So it's up to you to decide whether you want to stick around or if you want to call back in at 10:45 or 10:50. I don't want you calling in at 11 and the occupant comes and shows up and now we're at 11:30, when we could have gotten it done by 11. So, balance that with your decision, but, in any case, I don't see the defendant here, but I won't call any default judgments until 11. So, if you would like to step.
I will call back at 10:50.
10:45.
Okay, I'll do that.
10:50
Thank
is
you.
fine. 10:50 is fine. All right.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, our party's ready on games.
Ready, Your Honor.
All right, let's call it, let's see, 690. Calling case number 2334-3690. This is Harlock Holdings Limited Partnership versus all occupants on Wilshire Drive. Advocate.
Good morning, Your Honor. Randy Levasseur, P41712, appearing on behalf of plaintiff.
Thank you. Can you state your name for the record, Ms. Gaines?
Tyra Gaines.
Thank you, Ms. Gaines. And looks like you appeared at the first hearing as well. Have parties been able to work out an agreement?
We have, Your Honor. I spoke with Ms. Gaines. She has plans to be vacated by April 12th. 10 days would take us to April 13th. We would simply ask the court enter a judgment against occupant only with that April 13th deadline, Your Honor.
Okay, and for the record, this case is filed as an all occupants judgment. So we're going to maintain and not change that. And the court will enter judgment by consent with a vacate date of April 14th. 4/14/23. Do you understand the terms of this consent judgment, ma'am, Ms. Gaines?
Yes.
All right. Well, I wish you luck. Mr. Levasseur, will you submit a consent judgment to the court?
We can do it, but because there won't be any signature, it may be better just to do it by hearing. That.
I agree. Let's do it. We'll enter a judgment by hearing. This is all occupants. We'll keep it that way with a vacate date of April 14th, 2023.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You are welcome. Good luck, Ms. Gaines. You are free to leave in the event that you don't vacate by the 14th, a writ may issue. They have a legal right to issue and file for an eviction. So your name is not on this judgment. It was filed as all occupants. We're keeping it that way upon the request of plaintiff's counsel. And so good luck and you're free to leave.
Thank you.
You are welcome. Take care. Thank you. Attorney Levasseur.
How you doing, sir?
How are you doing?
I'm good. I just got out of the break room.
Okay, this is iPhone. Is this
Terrence Pigu?
Okay. Did you and Mr. Lomax, is Mr. Lomax here? Still in the breakout room? Let's see. I'll move him to the main room and I'll call your case. Mr. Lomax, are you ready for me to call this case?
Yes, sir. I'm ready.
All right, calling case number 2239-5512. This is Michael Lomax versus Cynthia Pigu and all occupants. May I have appearances? Mr. Lomax, on behalf of Sabree. Mr. Lomax, can you state your name for the record?
Yes, sir. We had a discussion, and what we decided to do.
Mr. Lomax, can you please state your name and only your name for the record, please?
Oh, okay, Michael Lomax.
Thank you. And Mr. Piggy, can you please state your name?
Parents Piggy.
All right. And I had to cut you off to get your appearance, Mr. Lomax, but you may continue. What were you saying?
Oh, I was saying that due to the circumstances that we discussed, no payment since December, and with all the circumstances, we understand we've been working with him, but we decided that we want to go ahead and have him to move, and like I explained to him, once we make that decision and you put it in, activate the decision that we make today, and then once I get the paperwork, I will still have days. I explained to Mr. Pigou that I won't be putting him out today, to next week, even 2 weeks. I will have days at my disposal to have him to move when he can, he's gonna have ample enough time to move.
All right, this case is a complaint for a non-payment of rent. How much rent is currently owed at the property?
The rent that is owed as of today is $6,285.
And was a payment of $1,885 made as promised?
No, sir. I've been a payment made since December.
Okay, and all right, and Mr. Piggy, are you in the hospital? Did you say that you were?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And Mr. Lomax?
Yes, sir.
You all had a discussion?
Yes, sir. We had a discussion.
We have agreed upon move-out day.
Oh, okay. The move-out day.
Let me slow you down. Did parties agree to a move-out date? Are you requesting the judge make that determination?
So Terry, you said you could be able to move when?
See, I'm in. I get out the hospital. I ain't supposed to get out of here for a minute, but I get out of here, and I gotta hurry up and do something, man, because like I said, I got an up and down unit, so I gotta get stuff together and move that out of there. So really enough time to actually get that together, man, so I can, I only got one arm, so I can only do so much. So I'm just gonna try to do as fast and best as I could, man. I'm just hoping that I can get enough time to do such. I don't know the time limit, and I don't know. I know it's not gonna be nothing out extraordinary, no time limit like that. I just caught a medical situation that slowed my progress down. That's it.
And this matter is for 16127 Littlefield lower unit. Is that correct?
We rented both units there, up and down. We rented both units to them. It's a flat, so we're talking about clearing out the whole up and down because that's what we rented to them.
Are there two different addresses? Does the upper unit and the down unit have the same address?
Yes, it does.
So is it really just one house?
Yeah, it's one house, up and down. At some point before I bought it, they converted into a flat upstairs and downstairs. But it's the same address.
And, all right, well, your judgment looks like upper is scratched out on the judgment. Was that intentional?
Yes, I suppose so, since it's the same address.
And if this is the same address, we don't have an issue with notice or the necessity to file 2 complaints, because it does look like it's the same address. And all right, so defendant is in the hospital. Parties don't agree to a move out date. Are you planning on paying the $6,285?
Yes, sir. But it's a technical situation that's going on where my wife had we had filed our taxes together, but her name is on the taxes. So now that she's deceased, it's kind of hard to go buy and cash the $9,000 check from her taxes without her signature of giving it to the person who, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't have access to her bank accounts, because they didn't close them all. They didn't stop bridge cards and everything since they found out her demise. And so it's kind of making it hard for me to actually cash it at credit unions or put it, do, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of hard without her signature or her giving it over. So it's making it hard. I do have the physical check in my being, but it's hard to cash it. I've been trying to cash it, then I had ended up going to the hospital, so that kind of slowed that process up. And a lot of people I don't want to give that kind of money to go play with it, because people play a lot. You know what I'm saying? And yes, I do have great intentions of paying it, but I'm not, like I said, I'm not gonna I don't want to hold him up, because I know that's a lot of money that's owed, and he's such a great landlords, man, and I don't want them to feel like I'm just not trying to do it when it's sitting in front of me and I'm trying to do it, So yes, I'm do everything in my possibility that I can, but if I can't, then I would vacate his premises, vacate his home.
All right, so this is what the court's gonna do this. Sorry for your loss. Miss Pigu is deceased, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, so the court will dismiss her name from the lawsuit because she is deceased. So this fee and all judgment.
What about them tickets? She said the same thing.
Secondly, there is a redemption amount, $6,285. It's a high amount, but the court will leave that as the amount to redeem this property. Mr. Lomax, are you willing to give Mr. Pigu 30 days?
No, sir. I gave him 2. I gave him.
Okay, that's all right. It's all right. The court is going to enter judgment. If you all work something out in the meantime, please work it out. I really don't feel comfortable. Are you at a state, Mr. Pigu, where you can even mentally negotiate this agreement? Are you on medication right now? Are you cognizant?
Yeah, they got me on medication right now, so it's kind of hard to. But I'm comprehending and getting it together. But I got to get out of this bed.
I just don't want his stuff on the street, and he's in the hospital recovering from a heart attack and a collarbone.
Broken collarbone.
Yeah. So if you all can
sir,
go ahead.
This is Mr. Lomax speaking. Sir, we're not going to, put him out on the street, like I explained to him over the past 30 minutes. And once I get the paperwork, I still have roughly about 56 days to at my disposal to give him more time to pay what he owes, give him a chance to try to keep the place and continue to rent. But, like I told him, I'm not, once I get the paperwork, sir, from you, I'm not going to run the same day and get the bailiff to put him out. That's not my heart. So I will still give him ample enough time to pay, to move. He'll still have at least 2 weeks once I get the paperwork. So it's not like I'm, because I do want to keep him there, but I have to start receiving some kind of payments. So,
okay, thank you, Mr. Lomax.
Yes, sir.
Like my twin.
Yeah.
I don't know who else. Mr. Perdine. Okay, thank you. I don't have authority to give more than 10 days by law. So I'm going to enter a judgment for the amount of $6,285 with the pay or move date April 14th.
Okay.
Like as stated by Mr. Lomax, he said he's willing to give you additional time, but he will have a judgment, and when he files a judgment, he'll be eligible to file a writ of eviction on the 17th. So make sure you all stay in good communication in the event that you want to reside, want to redeem, or are still in the hospital. So that's I'm going to enter judgment by hearing. It's a difficult judgment to enter. It's no money judgment entered at the time. Mr. Lomax, will acceptance of partial payment prevent the court from issuing an order of eviction?
Yes, sir. But there's been no payment as of now, and if he make payments, he make the pay about half of this what he owes. Then I will let the court know so that can be noted.
Okay, so this is what we'll do, and Mr. Piggy, if you do make a payment, the court has marked box 6 on the judgment that acceptance of partial payment will prevent the court from issuing an order evicting the defendant. So in the event you make a payment, I know Mr. Lomax said half, but it's no box for half, but it will flag the court. It'll notify the court, and when the court is notified, if Mr. Lomax were to file a writ, we will have a writ hearing. It'll be similar to this, and I'll just check with the court. I'll check with Mr. Lomax and check with you on the updated status. I think that's best considering your circumstance, and that's what I can do within my control. And Mr. Lomax is clearly working with you on this matter, but he also wants a judgment. So the court will enter judgment by hearing. Hey.
Judge Freeze.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, I would like to go ahead and get the eviction, put in place today.
The judgment will be entered today. The judgment will be entered today, but evictions, you can't immediately file for eviction. It has to be after the redemption period has ended, which would be after April 14th.
Okay, that's 10 days. Okay, you explained that. You did. Okay.
And okay. And this is a judgment by hearing. some parties aren't consenting, even though you all are, seem agreeable, this is still a judgment by the court entered with the move out date of April 14, 2023. Acceptance of partial payment will prevent the court from issuing an order of eviction and no money judgments entered at this time. I'm going to enter this judgment. Mr. Lomax, you presented one in the file, and you'll receive a copy at the Littlefield address, Mr. Pigou. So, good luck.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Your Honor, if I may see Mr. Piggy once he's done here in a breakout room, perhaps we can help him access the money that was in his wife's name. There are two iPhones on the screen. I don't know which one's him.
I'm here.
All right, Ms. Ward, will you try to?
Let's flag. I'll flag him and put I'll put his last name on here. Okay.
I am ready with it 10 o'clock after this, so.
Okay, so the court will enter this, and Mr. Piggy, we have some resources available here, and they'll be able to assist you. They may be able to assist you, but entertain it because it seems like it'll be of your benefit. All right?
Yes, sir.
All right, well, I wish you all luck. Thank you, Mr. Lomax. Thank you, Mr. Piggy. Wish you a speedy recovery and sorry for your loss. And
Yes,
this
sir.
concludes the matter. Attorney Phillips, thank you. And good luck, everybody.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
Your Honor, the 10 o'clock is 683 it was Mr. Lavasser.
Okay. Calling case number 2334-3683. This is Artesian Partners LLC versus All Occupants and Taiwan Birding.
Well, you're not here with us. So you like fuck that.
Morning, Your Honor. Ted Phillips, P35900 for the defendant.
Oh, there you go. Hello?
I'm gonna mute you, Mr. Piggy. But look out for a breakout room invite after this hearing. The attorney that's gonna assist you has a case right now. So after we conclude this case with Mr. Burdine, you may see an invite, or you may see it before that. One of the staff attorneys may invite you. So just keep an eye out. Mr. Burdine, can you state your name for the record?
My name is Taiwan James Burdine.
Thank you, Mr. Burdine. Are you parked right now?
Yes, sir, I am.
All right, that makes the court feel secure, and I'm glad you're not driving. Go ahead, counsel.
Mr. Lavasser's on the other side. I don't know whether he's in another courtroom or whether he's.
I'm here right now. Your Honor, we've agreed to a judgment against occupant only with a May 15th, 2023 deadline to vacate. This would be a judgment by hearing against occupant only.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay, and this is the termination of tenancy.
Correct.
Okay, court will enter that judgment with the vacate date of May 15th, 2023. And as noted, the defendant's name is occupants and it will remain as occupants on the judgment throughout this case. Mr. Burdine, you have until May 15th, 2023 to vacate. And this judgment will not be in your name, it'll be in all occupants. So whether it's you or anyone else in that property, whoever's at that address may be at risk of removal after the 15th of May. Wish you luck. You have any questions?
No, sir. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Appreciate
Thank you, Your Honor.
Appreciate your presence today. Thank you. Thank you, counselors.
Your Honor, I have one with Mr. Christensen where we're simply looking for an adjournment. It ends with 685.
With Ms. Wells?
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right. Calling case number 233438685. Artesian Partners LLC versus occupants as well as Ms. Valentina Wells.
Good morning, Your Honor. Randy Levasseur, P41712, appearing on behalf of the plaintiff.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ben Christensen with the United Community Housing Coalition, P86268, on behalf of the defendant, Ms. Wells, all occupants. Ms. Wells, can you state your name for the record?
Her session, they work on their word.
Could you repeat that? Could you repeat your name one more time?
Tina Wells.
Thank you, Ms. Wells, and thank you for appearing this morning. The parties worked out an agreement.
Your Honor, we're looking for a brief adjournment, perhaps a couple weeks. We expect that we will get it resolved in that interim.
Okay. Let's come back after the 21st. Let's do April. You said you need, will a month fare you all well?
It's a little bit longer than what I would prefer, Your Honor. If it pleases the court, we can make that work, though.
We can come back April 17th.
That works for us, Your Honor.
Okay. Let's not extend it too far out. Ms. Wells, I'll see you back April 17th. Mr. Christensen, April 17th, 2023. Are you working, Ms. Wells?
Yes.
There's a morning time. Does it matter whether it's 8:30 or 10 o'clock? What works better for you?
That'll be fine. All I have to do is let them know I have court.
All right, let's do it at 9:01 a.m.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you,
Good
Your
luck.
Honor.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Your Honor.
You are welcome. I'll see you all back on the 17th.
Your Honor, I believe I heard you mention that someone else may be here looking for me. I didn't catch a name or a case number, though.
Let's see who's checked in. Well, we covered. Mr. Burke. I'm not certain if we.
I may have misheard it, Your Honor. It could have been for someone else.
Thank you. I said it, but I think that was Ms. Wells.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So I'm calling defaults in another 20 minutes for your case. So I'll call out some addresses in the meantime and stand by.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Our party's ready on Shamara Ward. Looks like parties are still in the breakout room. Jasmine Robinson and Paul Francis. Are we ready?
I'm here, Your
I
Honor.
am here.
All right, I'll call your case. Allow me to call some names first. Is Osmar Morales Perez here? Is Shannon or Crystal Dawson George present? You have Ms. Robinson here. Is Pamela Charles here? Pamela Charles. Is Abdur Chaudhuri here, or Attorney Hawkins? Is Javon Hardy here? Javon Hardy. Our occupants at 15219 Bringard here. Does anyone live on Brandon Street? Shannon Dawson George. Nadine Robinson Jasmine. Oh, I'll call your case shortly. I know both parties are here on that. Pamela Charles. Anyone on Ross? Pamela Charles. Anyone on Ross? Right. Does anyone live at 7530 Hanover Street? Does anyone reside at 20221 Shannon? Does anyone reside at 3330 Sturdivant? It's 48206. What about Caldwell? 19436 Caldwell. What about Ivanhoe? 5050 Ivanhoe. That's 48204. And it's Abdur Chaduri here. See, Mr. Pukuri is here. Court has that noted. All right. So, Mr. Francis and Ms. Robinson.
Here, Your Honor.
I'm here.
Are you all ready to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor.
And organized, Jay.
Excuse me.
Yes, Ms. Bourne. Yes, Ms. Bourne? Ms. Bourne? Tabitha Bourne, you just said excuse me. All right. Calling case number 2334-3679 LT. This is Paul Francis versus Jasmine Nadine Robinson and occupants on Worcester.
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you state your name?
Paul Francis.
Thank you, Mr. Francis. Ms. Robinson,
Yes, sir.
can you state your name for the record?
Jazz Robinson.
And Ms. Robinson, do you reside on Worcester Place?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Has the address listed on the complaint?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't want to call out the whole address because we are live on YouTube. So have parties been able to work out some type of agreement?
No, Your Honor.
Not to my knowledge. I did aware of Mr. Francis that I am now working, and I have no problem with giving him everything that I can to catch up.
Okay, how much, this comes in complaint for non-payment of rent. How much rent is owed? What's your monthly rent and how much rent is owed? Starting with $250 is your monthly rent?
Yes, sir.
1050?
Yes, sir.
All right. And of course, glad to hear that you're working. And how much rent is owed? How much rent is owed, Mr. Francis?
Okay, she paid $10.50 a month. She owes 3 months rent with $100 late fee. So she's outstanding of $32.50.
3250. 3250.
Can I include the court costs also, Judge?
Yes.
Yes, $55 for court cost.
Okay, and that will bring us up to 3305, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, math is getting better and better. Is there a preferred do you have a preferred time? The court is allowed to give the statutory 10 days. All right. If you're willing to give Mr. Francis, if you're willing to give Ms. Robinson more time, please make the court aware of it. We'll set a vacate date where she pays, where you'll pay or vacate by that date, Ms. Robinson, and we can enter that judgment right now. If you all don't have an agreed date or a preferred date, the court will just enter the 10 days.
I was actually told by the guy I was talking to in the legal box to see if I could ask for a 30-day just to try and come up with the money since I am now getting paychecks.
All right, and
I won't be able to come up with $3,000 in one paycheck, but I can over a period of a few paychecks coming in, come up with this man's money and pay him the same way I've been paying him through my bank account through Zelle.
all right, Mr. Francis, do you have a preferred move out date?
I'll take the judge's 10-day, Your Honor.
All right. And is there an objection to an entry of a judgment for all occupants?
You speaking to me, Judge?
Yes,
No,
sir.
no objection, sir.
Okay. All right. Ms. Robinson, if you can work out an agreement with Mr. Francis, please do so. I can't give you legal advice, but I can only give 10 days. So the court will enter a judgment by hearing. Mr. Francis said there is no objection to an entry of the judgment as all occupants, which means your name will be removed as a named defendant. However, a judgment will still have the same effect.
Excuse me, Your Honor. I didn't understand when you said no objection. When you said remove her name, I don't understand. She's the only one that lived there.
Okay. Well.
So can I say how much?
All right. Well, okay. Well, the court won't enter a removal of her name and enter all occupants. And Ms. Robinson.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and Mr. Hold on 1 second. Mr. Francis, will acceptance of a partial payment prevent the entry of a writ? If you accept partial payment, are you willing to give her more time?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. So the court is going to enter a judgment by hearing with a pay or vacate date of April 14th, where Ms. Robinson, unless you have a payment agreement entered, you must satisfy that balance or vacate by April 14th, or a writ may issue. It may issue upon the determination, upon the will of Mr. Francis. You understand? So
I don't understand.
It's not automatic on the 14th, a bailiff won't be at your door. But on April 17th, which is that next Monday, he may apply for a writ of eviction, which would start the process and allow him to legally evict you. So if you satisfy the amount by the 17th, it's guaranteed that you won't get evicted. Or by the 14th, there's a guarantee that no writ can be filed. In the event you don't, you may be able to work out a payment arrangement with him. Maybe it's once you pay him once, maybe he accepts it and works out some type of agreement. But as it stands with the court, on April 17th.
14, Judge, April 14.
Well, you can't file on April 14th.
Okay.
So 14th is the last move out date, and that's a Friday. So the next business day you could legally file, which would be Monday, April 17th. So after that weekend, April 17th, you could come in here and file for a writ of eviction. I just want to make sure both parties are aware of what's going on. You're both unrepresented. So, Ms. Robinson, that's
Yes.
the judgment that will be entered. So your time is ticking, but there's still hope. And I wish you luck.
So what is the entire amount that I have to have by the 14th of April, you said?
$3,305.
Is that including something outside of the rent that I owe?
It appears that there's $300 in late fees plus $55 in court costs.
No, it would be $150 in late fees. His late fees are $50 a month.
Yes, Your Honor. Okay, right now, today is the 3rd. So our late fee for this month won't start until after the 4th, which is the 5th. But because it's not here as yet, I have to claim what's owed. So right now she owes like, you see, let me say before, it's $32.50 with 2 months late fee. Because it's $10.50 a month she pays. And today, and as of the 1st of this month, that makes it 3 months. So that's $32.50 with the 2 months late fee. Now the court cost is $55. That was what was added to the amount.
Hold on, Mr. Francis. Is rent due on the 1st of the month?
Yes, sir.
And what months are owed?
She owed February, March, April.
February, March, and April. And is April rent late yet?
Not so. Today's just the 3rd. So apparently by the time she comes around, there'll be another $50 fee for after the 4th, then that's another late fee for $50.
So she owes for February and March because technically she's not late yet for April.
No, sir.
Okay. So the judgment amount is to be adjusted. It pays to speak up, Ms. Robinson. So $2,100 is the amount plus the $50 late fees for 2 months, which is another $100. So now we're at $2,200 plus $55. So actually it's $2,255.
So Your Honor, so what about this month? She didn't pay any rent this month.
Not late yet. It's not late yet because our court date is on the 3rd. If it was on the 6th, then the amount would be $1,050 more. But your court date fell on today's date, Counsel. So it's still owed. It's still owed on the 1st. However, it's not late yet. So I can't penalize Ms. Robinson for something that's not late. She could pay that today or tomorrow, and it shouldn't count against her judgment. So court entered judgment for $2,255 to be paid. And Ms. Robinson, to be clear, you still owe April rent, but it's not late yet.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So $2,255 to be paid on or before April 14th, 2023, or writ may issue. You understand the timing, Francis?
Yes, Your Honor. Do I have to come in for the writs or I could do it online?
I'm not sure if you can. I'm not sure. You may have to just check online, see if you can file it. I'm pretty sure you can I'm sure you can submit it via fax. So I'm not sure if you can do it online like you do everything else online, but you may not have to come in. You can fax it for sure.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Okay, so, and I'll fill out the judgment by hearing. The court will fill this out. You don't have to concern yourself with filling out the judgment. That's why I'm being very clear on the terms. $2,255.
Okay, Your Honor.
And that's to be paid by, hate to be redundant, but April 14th, 2023, or writ may issue. Good luck to both parties. Will acceptance of a partial payment prevent the court from issuing an eviction? That's a question. That's box number 6. I want you to answer that question, Mr. Francis. If she pays a partial payment, will it prevent the court from issuing an eviction?
Your Honor, I'm looking for the entire amount, Your Honor.
Okay. So I'll
One
mark-
entire month. One entire month. If I can give you one entire month, is what you're saying?
No, the entire.
No. Amount. He said entire amount.
Oh, the entire amount. I thought he said one
If you all
entire
have a
month.
change, if you all work it out outside of this, just get it in writing. But as it stands today, we have $2,200 in rent plus $55 in court costs, which will total $2,255 to be paid by April 14th, 2023, or writ may issue. It doesn't look like this is a money judgment, so there is no money judgment filed. However, there is a redemption amount of $2,255. That concludes. Go ahead.
Money judgment. I don't understand that. What do you mean by money judgment?
There is no money judgment. There is no monetary judgment that will attach to this. There's a redemption amount, but there's no money judgment. This is a possession. It's not a money judgment.
What if she doesn't leave, Your Honor, and then when she leaves, she still owes money and she doesn't pay me? How do I recoup that loss?
Call an attorney.
Okay. Okay, Your Honor.
I can't give you legal advice.
I understand, Your Honor.
So, and I have to keep the playing field even.
Okay, Your Honor.
All right.
But technically, if I leave this month, I'll owe him what, for a partial month of April? Because if, in all honesty, he had first month, last month, and security deposit. So if that's the case, that would cover February and March of no payment.
That's your security deposit and not your rent. That gets returned to you when your tenancy is over or used to cover the deficient amount. So you can't count that.
Damages.
I gave him first month, last month, and a security deposit. So for February and March, that would be my security deposit and my last month's rent and the balance of his late fees owed.
I suggest you contact an attorney too, Ms. Robinson, because I don't want you to convince yourself that.
No, I'm asking a question.
I can't give you legal advice, just like I can't give Mr. Francis legal advice. Got to keep the playing field even. I'm a neutral party, and I suggest that if you want to try to apply your security deposit or something, contact legal counsel. They're available here in this courtroom for defendants. And Mr. Francis, you may have to retain one on your own if you prefer, but as it pertains to case number ending in 3679, this matter is concluded. Ms. Robinson, good luck.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Hello?
Yes. Hello?
Hi, my name is Ebony Parker, and I had a case at 10:30, and I was just wondering, I don't think it's been called yet.
I don't think you have a case in here. Is Judge Decay the judge on your matter?
No, it's Coleman, Jones Coleman.
Okay, well, I'm Judge Sabree. I believe you're in. I believe
When
you're
I
in
typed
five,
up the phone number, that's what it came. That's what I came in on.
right, because you used the Zoom code 360-436-0000, correct?
Yeah, that was on the letter.
All right, type in 360-538-0000.
Excuse me, I got a
Wait.
question too.
Hold on, ma'am.
I'm
You
sorry.
gotta, can I get her together first?
Yeah.
All right, thank you. I know you all called in and can't see, but, well, actually, you're not even calling in. You can see me operating. So whoever I was just talking to, I need you to zoom out and zoom into their courtroom so you don't miss your court date.
Okay, so I'm on a call connection. So if this is what, do I put the same? Because the meeting ID was 360-436-0000.
Right, so what are you gonna do now when you hang up and call back? What meeting ID are you putting in now?
Not, the call number is 929-436-2866, and the meeting ID is 360-436-0000.
So what's the one I just gave you?
Can you repeat that, please? I'm sorry.
360-538.
538.
0000. So
Okay,
538.
thank you.
Fill that out, call that number back, type in that 538 instead of the 436, and then
Okay,
right place. Good luck.
thank you.
Welcome. Who else just chimed in? iPhone, talk to me, please.
Me, I was seeing if I was in the right court. That's all.
All right, what's your case number?
My case number is 2239-1076.
Yeah, what time is your case scheduled for?
At 10:30. I've been here since then.
All right, 10:30. And who's the judge on your case?
Coleman Coleman Jones.
Okay, you're gonna do the exact same thing.
You said what was the number?
360-538-0000.
You said 538.
Yep. So it's just substituting those are the court.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Good luck.
Your Honor, defendant ready with the 10:30, 10 o'clock. Sorry.
Okay, what's the what are the last few digits?
702.
Calling case number 2334-3702. This is Abdur Chuduri versus Fayez Fakori and all occupants. May I have appearances?
Morning, Your Honor. Ted Phillips, P35900 for the defendant, Mr. Fakori. Mr. Fakori, state your name.
Fayez Fakori.
Good morning, sir.
Good
And I
morning,
don't
Your
know
Honor.
whether, oh, sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead, counsel.
I don't know whether plaintiff is here or not. I've not talked to them. It was at 10 o'clock. It's 11:04. I don't know.
All right, well, I am a neutral party on the bench, and I'm calling defaults at 10 o'clock. I mean, an hour after. I'm also, when I have plaintiffs' contact information, I like to give them a call, just because these cases are a little delayed. So Attorney Phillips, I'll note this, I'll give them a call. If they don't respond to the call of the court, I'll call and enter that dismissal.
It's fine, Your Honor. If they were here, we were going to ask for an adjournment, but I would ask that there's no notice that was sent to them according to the paperwork that, no notice to quit. According to the paperwork they showed me on the screen, which I will admit, it's a bit challenging reading, but I need to see the file if we're going to proceed, but I understand if the court wants to reach Mr. Hocking. It's not someone I've dealt with. That's fine. I can wait.
I have a plan of this. Mr. Hocking is the counsel.
Yes.
All right, yeah, the court will reach out. And in the event, Mr. Hocking doesn't respond, I'll call this matter again and we'll deal with it appropriately. Attorney Phillips.
That's fine, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, Attorney Washington, how we doing? So, Mr. Pecori, sit tight. You can put your device on mute and I'll recall it shortly. So,
Okay.
get in touch with plaintiff's counsel. So I would rather get everybody here and get a resolution rather than adjourn it or dismiss in the event that we can get a resolution. So I think we have counsel responding and I'll recall this matter shortly.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Is Attorney Cohen here? And Mr. Bajani, Ms. Bajani, and Attorney Heather and Shamar Ward here, ready to go?
I believe so.
I'll call it. Call them this case. How you doing, Ms. Ward? Calling case number 2239.
I'm fine, how you doing?
Doing well. 6338. This is 2239-6338. Mutual Property Management versus Shamara Ward and occupants on Clements. May I have appearances?
Good morning, Judge. Eli Bajani, P 74626 for the plaintiff. I'm not sure if Ms. Washington is ready.
I'll recall it.
There it is right there.
All right. I'll recall this matter. Calling case number 2334-3702. This is Abdur Chiduri versus Fayez Fakori and occupants.
Good morning, Your Honor. John Hocking for the plaintiff, Abdul Chowdhury.
Good morning, counsel. And can I have your P number, counsel?
P29950.
And Attorney Phillips.
Ted Phillips, P35900.
All right. Do you all need to talk?
Your Honor, we were requesting a 2-week adjournment to get a copy of the file. My client has indicated that they did not receive the notice prior to the case being filed. They showed me their entire packet that they received from the process server, and there was no notice attached to that. They also indicate that they've contacted Building and Safety, and they've made numerous complaints. So we believe there's a retaliation issue, but we'd simply like 2 weeks to review the file and obtain a file from the court to be able to be prepared.
All right, counsel.
Your Honor, this is the second or third time that this case has come up. My client wants the property back. This is a delaying tactic. The fact that a notice may not have been attached to the complaint is of no moment. My client signed an affidavit that he did serve it on the defendant, and he's been at the hearings prior to this. So that's not a basis to adjourn anything. Now, this retaliatory eviction issue is coming up fairly late. And for counsel to come in and say, well, I don't have the file after 2 or 3 hearings, I don't think that's a proper basis for an adjournment either. So my client wants a judgment of possession today.
Your Honor, if I may respond?
Sure.
I'm kind of shocked that counsel doesn't think getting a notice to quit is a requirement in a termination of tenancy case.
Yeah, I didn't say that.
And it's not a requirement, and it's not a requirement for plaintiff to attach it to the court file or attach
Didn't
it to
say
the
that
file
either.
attach it to the file that's sent to the defendant. I'm kind of shocked that that's the position of counsel. This is the second hearing, not the third or whatever he said. All first hearings are adjourned once. This is the first hearing that I've been involved in internet appearance for the defendant. This is not a case that's dragged on a lengthy period of time, given the situation the court is in with cases in general. And I don't think a 2-week adjournment for us to get the file and get building and safety records and other items is a onerous burden on the plaintiff.
Mr. Phillips, can you get it done in a week?
Your Honor, that's pretty tight. I've got a lot of cases, as the court knows. I've been in this courtroom 3 days a week. I'm not sure how long it may take me to get building and safety records if I need to. And in fact, Your Honor, getting a file out of the courts been a bit of a challenge. We've been told there's a 2-week delay on that itself. Now I'm hoping, being that this is in your courtroom, that I can send somebody over this afternoon and we can, or tomorrow at least, and have this file, a copy of this file without it being that kind of delay. But there are bureaucratic delays everywhere, and I don't think 2 weeks is a onerous burden, and we would ask for a 2-week adjournment.
Your Honor, if you're inclined to grant an adjournment, 2 weeks is acceptable.
Thank you.
I'm going to grant this adjournment and also state for the record that the case was on its way to a dismissal, but for contacting counsel to make sure both sides were here. So the court will adjourn this matter to April 17, 2023 at 9:01 a.m., 9 o'clock. I'll see you all back and we'll make a determination on that date.
In Your Honor, if the court could set that file aside, I will get somebody over tomorrow. So, I know it's sometimes hard for the courts on the second floor to find files. That's why I'm making a request.
Yes, this file will be available in the courtroom and it'll likely.
Thank you.
Your Honor, can I address something? That day does not really work for me. I've got a custody motion at 9 o'clock and a hearing prior to that. So, custody motions can sometimes take, a lengthy time. So I don't want to keep counsel waiting at 9 o'clock for me. So maybe if we could have one other date, that would be great.
Your Honor, what about the 19th?
The 19th, does April 19th work?
Does for me, Your Honor.
Okay, that's the next day that we're in this courtroom, Mr. Hoffman.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
Mr. Fakori, we'll talk a minute, okay?
Yes, sir.
Go on mute.
All right, I'll see you all back on the 19th. Thank you, counsel.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Attorney Cohen, is anyone doing Attorney Cohen's case? Yep. All right, calling case number 233438682, Strom Co. LLC versus Pamela Charles and occupants at 21749 Maross. May I have appearance?
Good morning, Your Honor. Randy Levasseur, P41712, appearing on behalf of plaintiff. Your Honor, we have worked out a conditional dismissal, and that was faxed to the court on March 30th.
All right. Will the court enter the conditional dismissal consistent with the terms as faxed? Unless you'd like to put the terms on the record, the court is satisfied and will enter it as such.
We're content with the with simply the court accepting it when it comes in via fax, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Will the court enter this conditional dismissal? Thank you, counsel. on
Thank you, Your
that.
Honor.
That's case number ending in 3682, correct?
That is correct.
All right. Calling case number 23343684, Artesian Partners LLC versus all occupants at 7530 Hanover.
Good morning, Your Honor. Randy Levasseur, P41712, appearing on behalf of the plaintiff.
Good morning. Does anyone reside at 7530 Hanover? Counsel, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant failed to appear at the first hearing as well, and we would request entry of default judgment of possession in plaintiff's favor with an April 14th deadline to vacate.
Right. Court will enter grant plaintiff's request for default judgment as defendant failed to appear. With the move out date of this determination of tenancy matter, there is no redemption amount. The move out date is April 14th, 2023. A writ may issue after that date.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Calling case number 23343686, Artesian Partners LLC versus all occupants at 20221 Shaner in the great city of Detroit. May I have appearances?
Good morning, Your Honor. Randy Levasseur, P41712, appearing on behalf of the plaintiff.
All right, does anyone live at 20221 Shaner? Zip code 48205. Counsel, you may proceed with any motions.
Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant failed to appear at the first hearing as well. We would request entry of default judgment of possession in plaintiff's favor with a deadline to vacate of April 14th, 2023.
All right, defendant has failed to appear at this hearing as well as the previous hearing according to counsel as well as the court file. Proof of service is determination of tenancy case. Default judgment is granted. Defendant must vacate, or all occupants must vacate by April 14th, 2023, or a writ may issue. Calling case number 23343687, Artesian Partners LLC versus all occupants at 3330 Sturdivant, zip code 48206 in the city of Detroit. May I have appearances?
Good morning, Your Honor. Randy Levasseur, P41712, appearing on behalf of the plaintiff.
Thank you. Does anyone reside at 3330 Sturdivant? It appears that defendants failed to appear. It failed to appear on March 20th, 2023 in Judge Kennedy's courtroom. Defendant has failed to appear today in my courtroom. Counsel has not seen defendant today. Are you requesting the default judgment, counsel?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
So granted. Defendant must vacate, all occupants must vacate by a statutory 10-day period of April 14th, 2023, or writ may issue. That concludes this matter. Calling case number 23343688, Artesian Partners versus all occupants at 19436 Caldwell in the city of Detroit.
Good morning, Your Honor. Randy Levasseur, P41712, appearing on behalf of the plaintiff.
Thank you. Has defendant appeared? Does anyone reside at 19436 Caldwell? Hearing no response. I heard something. Is that Was that response from someone who resides at 19436 Caldwell? Defendant has failed to appear. Counsel, do you have any requests?
Your Honor, we would request entry of default judgment, possession in favor of the plaintiff with an April 14th, 2023 deadline to vacate.
All right, this is a termination of tenancy matter, possession judgment only. There is no redemption amount. Default judgment is granted with the move out date of April 14th, 2023. That concludes this matter. Calling case number 2334-3689 LT. Artesian Partners LLC versus all occupants at 5050 Ivanhoe in Detroit, Michigan, zip code 48203. May I have appearances?
Good morning, Your Honor. Randy Levasseur, P417112, appearing on behalf of the plaintiff.
Does anyone reside at 5050 Ivanhoe? Defendant has failed to appear. Any requests by counsel?
Your Honor, we would request entry of a default judgment of possession in favor of the plaintiff with a deadline to vacate of April 14th, 2023.
So granted. Defendant must vacate by April 14th, 2023, or writ may issue. This is a termination of tenancy case. Defendant failed to appear, so default judgment will be entered as to all occupants.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a great day.
All right, you too. You are welcome. Ms. Portia Brown. I think you hit *6 to unmute.
Hello?
Is that you, Ms. Brown?
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna call your case. Calling case number 2334-3674. This is Portia Brown versus all occupants at 15219 Brickyard in the city of Detroit. May I have appearances? Can you state your name for the record, Ms. Brown?
I didn't hear you.
Can you state your name?
Portia Brown.
All right. Ms. Brown, did you have this matter served? I don't see a proof of service in the file. Is there?
It may be here. The lady, she just brought some in, so it.
Okay, hold on one second.
The courtroom.
Do you recall having this matter served, Ms. Brown?
Yes.
And how did you serve it?
He was served through a process server, Myron Bell.
Myra Bell served it?
Yes.
Okay. And let me review, see if it's on the ROA. Because some documents are still coming upstairs.
All of my documents were dropped off up there on Friday downstairs. We dropped them off at the clerk on the second floor.
Okay. Does anyone reside at 15219 Brickyard? Brickyard. Ms. Brown, is the defendant still occupying the property?
I don't. I was instructed not to go near the property after he was served, so I don't know. This is the second time, and he didn't come to the first court case either.
And do you own the property?
Yes.
The property is in your name, Portia Brown?
Yes.
All right. Are you requesting a default judgment?
Yes. An immediate occupancy of the property. I'd like to have. I'm homeless at the moment with 2 children, so I'm trying to recover my property as soon as possible.
Well, I can't give you legal advice, but what I will tell you is that we go through this process to safeguard the rights of everybody. So it may benefit you to call an attorney to see if that's the right move, because by law, you're supposed to wait on the writ of eviction. But if parties have clearly vacated and there's no evidence that someone, I mean, if it's clear, then it's clear. But I'm not giving you advice from the court, and that can get a bit situation can get a bit unclear or a bit gray. So I would suggest relying on counsel to make that determination on immediate occupancy, because I can't grant you that. I'm going to grant you a default judgment for all occupants to vacate by April 14th, 2023, or a writ may issue that next day, which is April 17th.
Okay.
So all occupants vacate by April 14th, 2023, or a writ may issue. Ms. Brown.
Yes.
I need a default judgment from you. So you may have to drop it off. You need to drop it off to the court. All right.
Where do I get that from?
Court to enter a default judgment. You are.
So I have to pick it up and bring it back to y'all.
Don't worry about it. The court to enter a default judgment. Default judgment. Enter. Defendant must vacate. There's no redemption amount. It's termination of tenancy matter. April 14th, 2023 is the move out date. You may file a writ, which you would have to file and bring down here. You may file that on April 17th, 2023. That concludes this matter. And you'll get a judgment in the mail to this Mott Avenue address.
Okay.
All right, take care.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Are parties ready on any other matters?
Judge, I believe I have two more this morning. This is Eli Bajani. I have one scheduled at, I believe, 10:31 or 10:36, and one with Miss Washington. Okay. And I forgot which time that was.
And I'm ready on whatever. Okay. So let me know which one you're ready on. The court will call you shortly.
Excuse me, Judge.
How you doing, Mr. Brockman?
Yes, I just wanted to, I never heard my name called this morning. I just wanted to know was I'm still here.
What's your case number?
Let me see. I don't have it just right here. Give me a second.
Check. Mailbox, what I pay.
She's on here now.
Oh, she is. Yeah. All right, you let me know when you find that case number, Mr. Brockman.
Yes, sir.
Calling case number 2334-3661 LT. This is River Place Apartments versus Shannon Dawson George and all occupants. May I have appearances?
Carolyn Cohen, P49391, appearing on behalf of the plaintiff. Your Honor, we sent a dismissal on this matter to the court.
All right. dismissal granted. If it wasn't signed already, the court will enter it. This is dismissal without prejudice.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Is it, you're welcome. Is it without prejudice?
Yeah, without prejudice, yes.
Okay. All right, the court will enter it as such. You have a better day. Enjoy the weather. All right. Mr. Bajani, Shamara Ward. Are we ready on Shamara Ward?
Yeah. Yes, Judge.
Calling case number 22396338. This is Mutual Property Management LLC versus Shamara Ward and occupants on limits. May I have a case?
Good morning, Judge. Ely Bajani, P 74626 for the plaintiff.
Good morning, Attorney Heather Washington, P 81608 on behalf of Shamara Ward, who's present. Ms. Ward, state your name for the record.
Shamara Ward.
All right. Have parties worked out an agreement?
Go ahead.
We were discussing, Ms. Washington and I had discussion, but I'm not sure if we reached an agreement. I was trying to grab your attention, Ms. Washington.
Okay. We did discuss payments of $350, a payment plan of paying $350 every 2 weeks beginning on the 14th. However, there's some discrepancy in the balance. Ms. Ward states that there were some issues with her Section 8, and that Section 8 is responsible for a large portion of the balance. So I know Mr. Bajani was hoping to wrap this case up today, but just due to there being potential issues with the Section 8, I'd be asking for a little more time. Ms. Ward's been working with Section 8 in an attempt to resolve the issue. There's been a change in Section 8 workers, and potentially someone may have dropped the ball in the middle of the change of workers. So I'd ask for a little more time for her to be able to sort that out.
May I say something, please, if that's okay?
Go ahead, Ms. Ward.
So the situation that's what's been going on, when I had got surgery last year, it was in March. So I had paid March rent. And so when I was communicating with my Section 8 worker, he was supposed to adjust my rent because the rent was $567, but my income had went down. So the amount was originally supposed to go down. He never did his part. And once I came in December, I did paperwork for the zero amount rent, which means they're responsible for paying the full coverage. He never even put that paperwork in. So after we went to court from the very first time, I went in and checked with them. I have a new worker, so they have to go all the way back to April to adjust the situation. So that's what's been going on. I've talked to Ms. Robertson. I also talked to, I believe you saved my landlord name, Tania, I believe is how you say it. I'm not sure, but I've also spoken to her, and I'm not sure what the communication was between them. I know she did tell me they spoke Friday about the ledger, and I do have a piece of paper stating from the company that they came personally put on my door. This sheet of paper stating a settlement amount. I don't know if you can see that. It's a settlement amount that they put on my door. Now I paid $1,600 just because, but they were supposed to be going back and figuring out the situation.
$900, $300, and a $400 payment.
I'm sorry, say that one more time, please.
Pay $900, then you pay $300, then you pay $400, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, I have those in my notes. Can we come back next week? I want you to get this wrapped up, Ms. Ward.
Yes, that's what I've been trying to do. It's just really hard trying to communicate with both companies. And it's like they'll reach out or maybe they miss a call or something because I can only do so much.
Ms. Ward.
Yes, sir.
Slow down.
I'm sorry, I can hear you.
Notify the landlords or whoever the Section 8 people are. You can direct them to this Zoom hearing. It's on YouTube, so you can access it tomorrow. You can send it to them. We're coming back April 10th.
How do you send them? Like, how can they come to the courtroom?
You figure that out.
I'm sorry.
You just type in on YouTube. Just type it in. Type in.
No, I know how to get on here, but how can I get them to?
Just tell them how you do it. But That's enough. That's aside from the fact. What I'm saying is, I'll see you back April 10th. Ms. Washington, can you come back next week?
Yeah, what time on April 10th?
Time is this scheduled? Let's do.
Could we do
come back
late morning?
What'd you say? Early morning?
Later in the morning? Like not early?
And I can do it 10:30 if you want.
I can do 10:30. That should work.
10:31 on my books, so I know it's an adjournment. So you'll get a note.
Judge, so I believe we can try to resolve this matter. If Ms. Washington can send me an email before our next hearing and let me know what's going on with Section 8. I'll also contact my client regarding the settlement, and hopefully we can resolve this matter by the next hearing.
Okay. It sounds like everybody's in tune with what's going on. We just need to get the ball rolling with Section 8. So I'll see you all back next week. And in the event we had to do another adjournment, we'll just keep putting it out week by week, and it'll be incentivized to get this resolved rather than kick the can too
I
far
do
down.
have one question though. Can we do it on a Wednesday? Only because I keep having to take off work and I'm barely getting hours as it is, and I need the money, and I'm always off on Wednesdays. Can I please do a Wednesday so I don't have to take off work?
Ms. Washington, are you available on Wednesday?
Wednesday the 12th. If we could do late morning again, I have like a lot of morning things going on. If you could do like 11:30, could we be like your last hearing Wednesday morning?
All right, I'll see you all back April 12th, 2023 at 11:30.
Thank you.
a.m.
Thank you so much, Judge. I appreciate it.
You are welcome.
Thank you, Judge. And Ms. Washington will be in touch.
Yes.
All right, I'll see you all back. Take care.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
I believe I have a default that's ready.
Javon Hardy.
Yes.
On case number 22395896. This is Mutual Property Management versus Javon Hardy and all occupants.
Good morning, Judge. Eli Bajani, P 74626 for the plaintiff.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Maxfield Mudar, P 86355 on behalf of Javon Hardy. And just to inform the court, I have made attempts to reach out to Mr. Hardy, and my attempts have been unfortunately unsuccessful.
All right, and Mr. Mudar, thank you for your appearance and your efforts to reach out to Mr. Hardy. Unfortunately, without Mr. Hardy here, we can't Joe, and he's not here. So, counsel, do you have any requests from the court?
Judge, I do. I'm seeking a motion for an entry of a default judgment. This is our third hearing. The amount to retain possession is $7,150 plus $160 in costs for a total of $7,310. And we're asking for the statutory move out period, pay or move period.
All right, counsel.
No response, Your Honor.
All right, the court will grant the default judgment in the amount of $7,310. That's $7,150 in rent, as well as $160 in costs, for the total of $7,310 to be paid on or before April 14, 2023, or writ may issue. That concludes this matter. Court is in receipt of proof of service for the file. Unfortunately, Mr. Hardy has not appeared today. That concludes this matter. Thank you. parties. Thank you, Mr. Mudar, for your representation. Although,
Thank you, Judge. I will see you this afternoon.
Your Honor,
yes.
Mr. Phillips, you have a 1:35 with Mr. Vijani and I. I'm not going to be able to be there. Bill Haubauer from my office is covering. I did want to note, though, that this was set as a pretrial to see if we could reach a resolution. We haven't yet. And the court has already set a April 10th trial date if we did not. I also wanted to see if the court received my answer and affirmative defenses, which is filed Friday. And if not, I can email those to the court. They've been served on counsel by email and mailed copy. I'm sure he doesn't have the mail copy yet, but email on Friday. But I just wanted to bring that to the court's attention. Just I have a doctor's appointment. I'm not going to be able to be there. We will cover it, but we're not resolved, and I guess I'm just saying that.
20th date, correct?
Pardon?
Is it April 20th date?
Yeah, my memory is April 10th. I think Attorney Bajani had the same date. I'm fine with the 20th if it's a Monday, Wednesday, or Thursday.
I just had it
whichever
written
day.
down. I had it written down as the 20th. Let's check the ROA. I'll check it real quick. Five. Don't see anything here. Okay. All right. So are you expecting Mr. Trice to appear?
I can call him. I am expecting him to appear. I told him he needed to since it's set.
And what witnesses do you? Are we ready? Can we just?
Well, again, Your Honor, I think it was adjourned to today to see if there could be settlement. There's discussions going on, but there is no settlement at this point. So I would be asking at 1:35 that it just be set for trial anyway.
Yeah, Judge, we can waive the pretrial. I did receive an offer from Mr. Phillips. I just haven't had a chance to communicate with my client yet. So it might be beneficial for all parties. I know this is the only case on your afternoon docket. It might be beneficial to all parties to waive this while we continue our negotiations and come back on the 10th for a trial date.
Okay. All right. I have no issue with that, and that's fine. Attorney Phillips, just reach out to Mr. Trice so he's not sitting in the Zoom room himself.
I'll call him next. Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, I see you all back on the 10th if there's no resolution.
Yes,
thank you. And I believe that concludes my entire docket for today. Judge, you and your staff have a wonderful day.
All right, you too. Thank you, Attorney Phillips, as well.
Do you have any other cases, Judge? Because for me, because I know I had a case before Judge McClinton, and it was actually one of yours, and I was kind of confused. I don't see anything else.
I don't see anything else on the docket. John Hardy, Achilles Trice, and Shamara Ward is what I have.
All right, then. Done. Yes, I'm done for the day. Thank you, Judge.
All right, you are welcome. Have a great day. Okay, Mr. Brockman. Mr. Brockman.
This is Alicia Brockman.
Well, Timothy Brockman, the father of Brockman. That's what I see.
He went downstairs for a hot second. He come right back up.
Well, do you have a case number?
No, the case number is faded out on the letter here.
All right, is the judge, is there a judge on there?
It's supposed to be Judge Alicia.
You all need to be in 538. I don't have it. Yeah, I don't have any more cases, ma'am, and chances are you're in 538. Because Jones Coleman was here, her cases went to Judge Sean J.K. So I can't say for sure, but by the process of elimination, 538.
Okay.
So 360-538-0000.
I'm sorry.
The Zoom code is 360-538-0000.
Okay. Thank you.
Got it?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, well, good luck, and let them know that you were in here and you weren't in there because you were in here.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. I have one more matter. Roy Dean versus Osmar Morales Perez. And that's on Brandon Street. Is anyone on Brandon Street? I have notes from the first hearing that plaintiff didn't respond, nor did defendant respond. Now, when plaintiff doesn't respond and the defendant doesn't respond, it notifies the court that there's no need to continue this matter, especially if they didn't respond for the first hearing. Court will not clog up the docket. Court will not imagine the arguments of the plaintiff or the defendant. Court can only do what's reasonable and what's allowed by the court rules. And fortunately, the court can dispose of this case because neither party has appeared. Plaintiff has failed to appear, defendant has failed to appear. This matter is dismissed without prejudice. This concludes the docket for Monday, April 3rd, 2023. Thank you everyone for your assistance. I'll see you all tomorrow if you're here.
Have a
Thanks,
good
Judge.
day, Your Honor.
Have a great
Bye.
day. Thanks, Curtis and Ms. Davis. Everyone have a great day.
All right, it's 57. Bye-bye. It's 57, Mr. Santiago.
I'm sorry?
I'm looking at the bottom of my screen. It's 57 degrees outside.
I know, it's still climbing, Judge. Hopefully I'll get out there this afternoon.